Is it March? March the 1st.
It's March. I'm still in a bit of a hole. Very fatigued, very tearful. F***ing my life. Just gotta be patient, keep cuddling my cat. Everything will be fine. You know how I'm a bit stuck in the old depression ages at the moment? It's a bit like I'm a truck. Am I a truck?
No.
It's a bit like I'm in a truck.
You're outside the truck trying to push a truck.
That's better.
The truck is very difficult to move, and then over time it gets easier, it gains momentum.
So my truck is stuck at the moment on the floor.
Take the key, put the key into the ignition. It's starting to move, which is quite good because you haven't even pushed the accelerator down, it's going by itself. Turn the wheel. Okay, how does it feel?
Like, this is not going in my video diary.
Oh! She drove so fast. She broke her bed. Doing a moving the truck visualization video. How are you feeling after your first session? £400, please. Go again round the block.
I've managed to wash my hair. More of an achievement than you'll ever know. So for 2 months now, I've been focusing on trying to calm my body, to let my body heal. There's a lot of scientific evidence that says it takes about 24% longer for your body to heal when it's in a stress, fight or flight, maladaptive stress response state, which is what they think might be causing ME. Who f***ing knows? So I'll try anything. I've got nothing to lose. It's not like I'm doing anything else. It's not like I can do anything else. Obviously, I'm pretty much stuck in the house 24/7 since October. It's realistic that I'm gonna be sad. It's just trying to switch that off in my brain. If I can stay really calm and not be tearful for the whole of March, what would happen? Would I find, oh my God, my body's starting to heal, I'm starting to come back? Or would nothing change?
5-minute walk.
Microphone, headphones. She's doing something creative. Today I'm crossing a big old barrier. I saw this awesome girl singing on Instagram and she's asking for people to send in videos of harmonies. This is her.
It's getting hard for me to hold my own.
She's amazing. I'm just doing a few little harmonies.
It's getting hard in love alone.
Yay. Take. So I managed to stop recording after like 15 minutes yesterday, which is good because obviously I wanted to carry on, but I felt super shit, so I stopped, which is great. Well done. My boyfriend is away in Australia for 2 weeks. I miss him. I want cuddles. Time difference sucks balls, but we've been really good at making sure we FaceTime every morning and every night. Cute much. Doing another little 10 minutes of recording today, and then I'm gonna film a little video for it, and then I will have made a thing. I've done a thing.
It's getting hard for me to hold my own. 'Cause nobody wants to be in love alone. Yeah.
Good morning, kind sir. Is it time to get up? She's doing her 5-minute walk again.
Meditation time.
Stay present with each moment, especially during challenging or stressful times.
Just to update you, the last 3 days I've done my 5-minute walk, I've done half an hour's meditation every day, sometimes 40 minutes, trying to build that to an hour. I've cooked my own dinner 2 of those 3 days, made my own lunch all 3 days, made my own breakfast all 3 days. If I can just keep that going, then that'd be awesome. I thought I was going to crash really badly after filming that cover video, and I crashed, but I didn't feel like I was going to die, which I do usually feel. That for me is a win. I've got a really good mindset at the moment, which is mad. Like, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I am really deep down feeling relatively positive and grateful for the little things. Feeling like I might be calming my system a bit. Time to get up. 5-minute walk time. Went and put some bloody makeup on, didn't I? I'm gonna film a little
video for Instagram.
I feel like I'm pushing through to do this. But I've put all my makeup on now. I ain't doing that again. I think my brother's here. Yes, he is. Hidden pixie, find my dragon, I don't know. So what are you doing here?
I've come to bring life and love and happiness into the world.
If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you
Filming done. I feel very wired. I'm going to bed now. Nap time. It wouldn't be my vlog if there weren't some tears. I had this email from a friend of mine on Instagram, an Instagram friend. She's telling me about the pills she's taken that have made her much better, all to do with glandular fever, which is what I had, which gave me the ME. And it's something I've not tried before. It's antivirals. I don't know if any of you guys have tried that. And then in order to see this doctor, it's like 300 quid for one appointment and 250 quid for every other appointment to see him, and then tests as well. It's literally like just that thought that there might be a pill that I could take that would help me suddenly brings me straight back to how desperate I am. And if I've got the patience to do this whole Optimum Health Clinic program in months and months, will I have made any progress? Are these supplements going to help? My stomach is a lot better, much less diarrhea, which is good, but I'm still just trying to do a 5-minute walk every day and just trying to get through each day and cook meals. Like, je suis très fatiguée. Okay, back to calm now. Breakdown complete. Got a flu jab and an ECG today because there's a doctor who wants to check stuff with my heart, which means I have to go to the GPs with all this corona shit going on. Okay, I'm ready. No need to panic, guys. Meditation time.
You're gonna meditate with me?
Is that good meditation, Ollie?
You're so floofy.
So I had my session with Alex. We just kind of went over the things that are improving. My bowels are improving. My immune system might be improving. I've managed a little bit more consistency so far this month. On the right track. Just gotta keep trucking. Oh my god, this flu jab has killed me. I was up all night last night shivering. My arm is completely dead. That really doesn't help. He needs feeding. Are you hungry? Yeah. I mean, I need feeding too. But there's nobody here. All by myself. I really feel like I have the flu right now, which I don't because they don't give you the flu, but I think your body reacts in the way that you do have a flu. I don't know. I'm going to be in bed for the foreseeable future, so I'll leave you guys to it for a bit. I ordered all the ingredients to make a chicken casserole and I feel awful. I've been in bed all day, but someone over there has come to my rescue.
Cutting up your veggies.
Another day, just resting in bed. It's weird, this flu jab has made me so ill that I'm now just longing to be back to where I was a week ago. Also, the corona anxiety is real. I have shared a lot of memes on my page, but the struggle is real. It's scary. I'm just gonna stay like this for a while. Good night. Carl, Alice and Hazel do a jigsaw puzzle together.
I don't have a problem.
Bored. Look how much progress we have made. Progress. So my boyfriend is on his way back from the airport from Australia. Australia, mate. But he doesn't know I'm gonna get to his place before him and surprise him. So I'm at Ollie's place and I'm gonna go and hide behind the bed. I'm here.
What are you doing?
Surprise. I missed you. Oh, I think I've pulled a muscle. I'm doing some home tests. Basically, what I have to do is open this tube. Chew on this cotton wool for 2 minutes. I can't even go it, guys.
Oh god, that's so gross.
This is so wrong.
Oh god, I can't deal with it. Oh, that's just making my bones ache.
It's not right. This is how much I want to get better. That's now got to sit in the fridge and I'll do the other ones throughout the day. I've got to urinate in this one. That's my day. Been resting the last couple of days and now going from my usual isolation to self-isolation. The coronavirus is in the UK, so, and yeah, I'm really scared. I don't want to get it. Being very OCD about hand washing and not touching anything and not seeing anyone. But for now, it's just me. Welcome to our world, people. Just gonna have to take it day by day. Day 6 in quarantine.
Alice has gone mad.
There is no one around. Day 7 in isolation. Oliver is letting me paint his nails.
I'm so pretty.
So it's official, we are in lockdown. Very, very weird time. I was living in isolation anyway in terms of not going to shops and not leaving the house, only leaving the house for my little 5-minute walk sometimes. It's just now friends and family can't visit me. It's kind of like the one thing that has kept me going and has made it so much easier to cope has been taken away from me. Damn you, Corona! Just trying to get through the days and just kind of living in constant anxiety of getting it, obviously. Knowing that if I get a cold or a flu, I'm pretty wiped out for a long time. Yeah, I really don't want to get this. It's mad how now people are living in isolation and suddenly got a little taster of our lives, our lack of income and work, constantly thinking about or worrying about our health, love life affected, social life affected, not seeing friends, not seeing family, and the people who are ill then feeling ill all the time. I think that's the big difference, that obviously most people who are isolating are fine and haven't caught it. They're just isolating but they feel fine, so they can get on with whatever in the house, whereas, I mean, obviously people with severe ME are completely bedbound all the time anyway, which I was years ago, but for us we're isolated and ill and have all those problems and worries going on all the time anyway, and we didn't go through it with the whole world as a kind of solidarity thing. We did it alone with no help, fighting the government to try and get PIP or to try and get some sort of benefits. That's it from me and my new tripod. Keeping the spirits high, guys.
Ollie, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. How old are you? You're 14 today. Ollie, you're an old man. I think that makes you about 85. Oh, I love you too. I love you too.
Definitely done a bit too much today, so just gonna have an early night now. So I actually forgot to mention this, but last night I was sat in bed, no makeup, just watching some Netflix, went on Instagram, saw that Idris Elba was live with his wife. He was asking for people to chat to, so I typed in the comment box, "Let me show you the life-size cardboard cutout I've got of you in my living room." And he goes, "Gotta see that." And I was like, what? And then it just said connecting and I was sat there like, fuck. Then I was on Instagram live with Idris Elba and his wife, showed him the cardboard cutout. In a kind of a panicked state, I managed to press screen record, but it didn't record any audio. Here's what happened. Right, and I actually sang to him and got his email to send him some songs, so I'll keep you updated on that one. Bye. So with bloody Corona doing its thing, I've decided to do a little song about it.
Every day was just bearable till suddenly it's hard to breathe. Most of the time we feel invisible.
It's Holly's birthday today. Presents on the doorstep. How to wish someone a happy birthday during the pandemic. You ready?
Born ready.
The gloves.
I just want to play music, man.
This is our first gig together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, fuck Corona. Happy birthday to you.
We did a gig.
Tonight everyone is going out into the street to show their appreciation through clapping to the NHS. Woo! Yeah! I think I might have done too much. Oh, I feel awful today. My whole body has been in so much pain and I just have no energy at all. So I'm gonna rest. Well, so I feel like that was the most productive month I've had since my big old crash in October. So that's good. I feel like shit. I don't know if that will ever change. I'm gonna keep working on it, keep working on being calm, meditation, diet, supplements. Yesterday I wanted to film a video for something I recorded. I felt really crap and I didn't do it. Sticking to my diet 99% of the time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, stay tuned for the Q&A. Okay, it's Q&A time. Okay, the first question is from It's Parissa Music. And she says, what does music mean to you? Music is everything. It's really shit because I actually can't listen to music very much. I find it really draining. It's like, I can't really have it on in the background because I can't help but focus on it. And then it just drains my energy, which sucks. But when I can listen to music, I find it really pulls me out of sadness and depression sometimes. It can really lift me. And obviously songwriting is my therapy. It's the thing that makes me feel better than anything else, better than most things. Yeah, without music I would be pretty damn lost. So Oliver Rees 85 has just asked me how I'm doing, which is really sweet. I'm okay. There's been times when I've been making these vlogs and I have not been okay, but I feel okay. And that's really good. I don't feel good. Physically I feel shit. I'm just talking mentally right now. I feel like I'm coping. I'm really living in the present moment. I'm not thinking about the past because that just makes me feel depressed. I'm not thinking about the future because that brings me so much anxiety. So just present tensing it. Just really taking it one day at a time and really working on acceptance. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still struggling massively all the time, but it's like I found this little place at the moment where that just doesn't matter. It's really weird, really hard to explain. But I'm just not allowing any negative thoughts, which obviously come up all the time. It's just like, what's the point? I'm okay. Lul_XO has asked me if pregnancy is something I worry about. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to have kids. Oops. I feel right now there is no way that I could put my body through pregnancy. I'm just trying to get my immune system better. I'm just trying to survive and get through the days. This is future Alice's problem. Like I say, living in the future, that would be anxiety. There's no point thinking about it. I want kids. Will I get to have them? I don't know. But if not, I will just get more cats. A lot more. So Ellie Mason has asked, how did I meet my boyfriend? Well, it's a funny story that hopefully will give housebound people some hope because I didn't leave my house, which does sound creepy. So Ollie is a keys player, amazing musician, and we've been chatting on Instagram for about, I don't know, 4 years or so. There was a time when I was looking for a keys player for my band for a show I was doing. Those were the days. And we actually spoke on the phone, and we both can kind of just about remember this conversation, but I think he was too busy. He didn't play in my band. He's got a band, House 3, and I heard their new single and I was like, this is sick. So I said we needed to write sometime, not even flirting. And then we were chatting. I'd just been dumped by that guy and I was fucking heartbroken. And Ollie was like, okay, let's do some songwriting now whilst you're heartbroken, because that is a good time to write. This was in October when I was writing a bit more, walking a bit more. So he came over, we had a writing session. No, it actually was a writing session. It went really well. He was really sweet. He brought me a hot chocolate. Got on really well. Didn't really think much of it. Then we were texting every night for a month solidly. And our main banter was sending each other screenshots of our Tinders, taking the piss out of people's profiles and stuff. And then I realised that this guy was making me laugh every night, like proper belly laughs. Why am I sat here looking through Tinder when this guy is sweet and funny and we can write together? A month later, he came over and we had a date, and the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah, now we've been together for nearly 5 months. It's like 4.5 months, so that's how we met. Steffi Clements says, how do you handle depression? I'm learning a lot at the moment about mental health and how to kind of process things. Meditation, something I've always thought was bullshit. It's really helping me to calm my mind for like half an hour a day and just give my mind a little break. I think it makes you realise how much it just doesn't stop, especially if you have ME and we're wired all the time. It makes you really realise that, and the break is great. If you feel an emotion coming, like allowing yourself to really feel it and be really upset, cry your eyes out, and then stop when you feel like you've been upset for the appropriate amount of time. Obviously, with what's going on in our lives, we could cry and cry for years, and that is appropriate. But if I've cried solidly for like a day, I might think, do you know what? I'm gonna cry all day tomorrow as well. And the next day, it, this is how I feel. But there gets to a point, maybe day 3, I don't know, really depends, very personal to you and what you're going through. But I think there comes a point where you think, okay, I'm not doing myself any good right now just crying about the same thing and being upset about the same thing. I'm in this situation. I'm going to take control now of my thoughts. They don't control me. You know, you've let that emotion out, and then just feeling when it's time to let that go. I think letting go of the past and not thinking about the future is key. It's acceptance, but it's not giving up. So Bailey the Cavapoo 33, to be precise, what gives you the drive to keep pushing forwards and be positive? I just feel like I don't have a choice, or rather I do have a choice. I could sit and cry all day, and I do this sometimes, and just completely give up and watch Netflix and eat crap. But you've got to dig really deep, and find this inner pool of strength and drink from it. That's weird. But you know, our inner strength is there. We are the strongest people that there are, I swear. The other people I know with chronic illnesses are the strongest people I know, mentally, not physically. Doing this gives me some sort of purpose. Even when I get one message from someone saying, oh, I saw your vlog and it made me laugh, or I found it really relatable, or it's nice to see someone going through what I'm going through. Making people feel that bit less alone gives me a sense of purpose in this shit time. I'd say find something that gives you a sense of purpose. Maybe you can like draw or paint a picture for someone. It might take you weeks or months just doing tiny bits a day. This really depends where you're at in your stage of recovery. You know, I recently painted that thing for my boyfriend and it took me a couple of days. Like, I find strength and happiness in doing things for other people. So, you know, to see the look on his face when he opened that present. Finding ways, knit someone a scarf, might take you 5 years, but fucking hell, they'll appreciate it. Again, this depends how much energy you've got and what you can do. Write someone a poem. It makes you feel like you've done something if you do something for someone else. That's why I feel. Just little ideas. MyInvisible_ says, what's the top 5 things you wish people knew about your chronic illness? Oops. I wish people knew how shit I feel all the time. I wish people knew that when I'm laughing and smiling, right now I feel pretty shit. After this, I'm gonna go to bed for the rest of the day. It's just that whole invisible illness thing. You see this girl, you see this smiling, friendly girl, I don't know. I get that I look like I've got nothing wrong with me. I get that I look like I have energy. It's just what you don't see, and I do try and capture it in my vlogs. I try and film bits where I'm upset, I try and film bits where I'm resting, but a lot of the time I just don't film those bits because I'm too tired or forget. There's so many times when I've rested all day and not done anything and been really sad, and then I haven't filmed any of that and I'm like, I want to include that. So I'm trying to do that. And then I think how hard it is to not have the things that healthy people have. The things that people are maybe now thinking about in this kind of quarantine time, like routine. You know, you have to give yourself a routine and you have to really try and stick to it, but no one's telling you to get up. If you don't get up, it doesn't matter. It's all down to your own drive. You know, we haven't got jobs, so we haven't got anyone telling us what to do. We haven't got an income. We haven't got the social network that comes with having a job. We're very isolated. I do now have this boyfriend, but before that, you know, dating is really fucking hard. Where are you going to meet someone? How are you going to meet someone? How are you going to make new friends? We're not going to bars and clubs or cafes or what do people even do these days? Every aspect of our life is completely affected by this. We're lonely, and then we don't have the energy to necessarily talk to people or be with people or hang out with people anyway. So at this time in this quarantine, a lot of people are like, FaceTime, we can talk on Skype, we can do this. But just because everyone else is now isolated doesn't mean we've got the energy to then talk to people on FaceTime more than we did before. Yeah, I think that's the thing. A lot of people in isolation now are well, so they're at home and they may be a bit bored, but they can do whatever. Whereas we're in isolation and we're fatigued and we can't do what we want to do. So I'm at a stage now where I can do little bits and I'm starting to be a little bit productive, and that's giving me real hope. But I spent several years completely bedbound, no light, no talking. I don't know, I've rambled and I've forgotten what I'm talking about. So I'm going on to the next question. HM Turner 88 is asking about my insomnia and saying, is the new clinic I'm working with helping with that? I'm hoping that some of the supplements are going to help. My insomnia is still very bad at the moment. Not there yet. Okay, this is the last question I'm going to answer today. I've got more, so I'll answer the rest next month. Cod for God. How do you explain your illness to someone you are beginning to date? Tips/advice needed. Ooh, well, DM me, I want to know how this is going. Right at the beginning, when you tell people that, you know, you've got a chronic illness or whatever it is, it's a really good way to get rid of all the pricks, because you'll find out pretty soon if they're an understanding, loving, kind person or not. And then I'd just say, you know, I've got limited energy. Maybe I'd send them the spoons theory, because that's a really good way of explaining, you know, I've got 10 spoons a day. Maybe I could use a few spoons and see you one evening, but that would mean, you know, I need to rest for the day before it and afterwards, but I really would like to see you, whatever. I think that would be my advice. Thank you to everyone who sent in a question, and also I just want to give an extra little shout out to all the people who really support me on YouTube. Hard to get YouTube views, man. Thank you very much to, I'm just gonna read these out. Jenny, Georgia, Gareth, Alicia, Lottie, Graham, Michelle, B, Stefan, Plastic Moon, Aaron, Kayla, Andrea, Rochelle, Charlie, Jaded, Tim, Gloria, Catherine, JSC, Alexandra, Rebecca, Homespace, Meta, Jag, Lucinda, Ellie, Chanty, HLM, Paul. And I'm gonna give an extra shout out to Aaron because he actually asked for a shout out, so that's for you, Aaron. You guys support me so much, sending all the germ-free hugs, and let's see what the f*** April will bring.